All right, so we're back and we are going to make some amazing strawberry blondies. So Jennifer has our manual food processor. We've got 6 strawberries in here and she's going to process these.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something really neat about the food
love
processor.
that.
So this thing has a lock on it that holds your handle down, and then you can just start processing your strawberries. So we're going to process those.
Oh my, that is awesome. That's what I'm making. Dang, that is super cool.
That's probably good. All right, so we have right here.
Oh my gosh, look at that. You could use that perfect for salsa.
Oh, this thing does
my
make amazing salsa. You just put everything in there: onions, tomatoes, cilantro, garlic, the whole 9 yards. Put a little lime in it, and you've got fresh pico de gallo. So we've got a 1/2 cup of white chocolate chips. We're gonna put this in with the strawberries, and then she's gonna mix it around one more time before we put everything.
I love that tiny.
Oh yes,
scraper thing. That is my.
The mini scrapers are amazing. I don't know what we did without these when they had just the big ones.
Right, the small ones.
And the
Perfect.
prep bowls are great because you can put them.
You can measure with those.
You can measure with them. You can put them in the microwave. You can actually cook with them in the oven even.
Yes.
And you can store things in the refrigerator with a lid.
So she's gonna mix those around. This is the Pampered Chef batter, and hold on, I gotta make sure I have the right name. It's a batter mixer and dispenser.
Oh my god, that looks good.
So this has a silicone piece on the bottom that this is gonna keep all of your liquid in while you're getting everything else prepped and ready to go. You pull it off, it has the wheel right here, which is going to allow you to mix things in it. So we are going to add in our strawberries that Jennifer has pureed.
And mixed together, yum!
So we're gonna mix those, we're gonna dump these into our dispenser. Smells really
So
good.
I know, I was like, oh gosh.
Strawberries and
good.
white chocolate, what can be wrong
Yeah.
with that? All right, so we have our strawberries in here with our white chocolate. Now we're gonna add in 2 eggs. Whoops, you know what? If you get a shell in there, it's not a big deal. You just pull it out. Then we have our butter, and we're gonna pour in our melted butter. We've got 3/4 cup of melted butter, and we're gonna put in a tablespoon of vanilla.
These are very cool.
Yes, these are the tablespoons, These are the measuring spoons I showed you earlier.
Love those.
Okay, so now we have our wet ingredients in. We're gonna incorporate our wet ingredients first, and then we'll add in our dry. So we're gonna put our lid back on. We're gonna cinch it down. And
That looks so good.
now we're gonna pull our top off again, if I can get it off. We're gonna pull it off, and we're gonna add in all of our dry ingredients. So I'm gonna have, Jennifer's gonna put in
This
our
one is
cup, 1
super
cup of
cool
brown
too.
sugar.
Oh, did I not?
Nope, go ahead. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna put in our 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we have 1.5 cups of flour. This is again in our prep bowls. You might have to help me with this because it's, I don't want to end up dumping it all over the floor.
I love that these measure.
I know they have really
measuring things on them already.
measuring on the side. All right, so now we're going to put this back in. We're going to put our lid back on secure, and we're going to mix all over again. So the good thing about this thing, you get a good arm workout, so you can have the dessert.
There you go.
You get your workout in.
Yep. Work them muscles. Go Cheryl. Go Cheryl.
Okay, so now we have our stuff mixed pretty well, it looks like.
This one's a brownie pan, right?
Yes. So this is Pampered
we
Chef's
got
brownie
our
pan.
handy dandy.
This thing is One of Pampered Chef's biggest sellers. Everybody loves this thing. So before we start dispensing, we need to put on our little plunger that goes on the bottom of this. And that's what allows you to dispense. All right, so we're gonna put our plunger on.
Okay, see, I'm new. I'm learning too. This is.
So you cinch this down, and you can see on the side right here, you have different dots. That tells you the amount. So for this recipe, we're using the largest dot. We're just gonna place this over.
You gotta take off the bottom.
Oh, yep, gotta take off the bottom.
and the thing in the center. Right here, there is a
Oh.
hole that plugs up that you need to unplug for it to dispense.
No, it's open.
Oh, it is open?
It is.
Yep.
All right, so we are going
do
to.
that.
Don't do that.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
So it's one pump, one full pump in there. So this thing is awesome for pancakes. If you've got kids that you want to do pancakes with, this is awesome for doing pancakes with them.
And then you always get the right amount in there.
Yes.
I always overfill.
You end up with perfect sized pancakes.
You could draw.
You could, yes. If you're an artist, you could draw with this thing.
Get fancy.
All right, so we're gonna get this last one filled.
So good.
And then Jennifer, if you want to start putting a half a strawberry in each one upside down, you put the cut side down. So this little rubber thing also keeps things from dripping when you put the lid back on it. So these are going to bake at 350 for, let me double check here, 18 to 22 minutes.
Look at those.
So we're going to put these in the oven, we're going to bake them, and we'll come back and let you see what they look like when they're done. All right, so our strawberry blondies are done.
And they smell amazing.
They smell so good. We're using our awesome trivet again to put those on. They look so good. We're gonna grab a plate real quick. So we're gonna pull one of these out. This thing is amazing. I love this thing. You can use it to spread frosting. You can use it to pull these. And look how easy those come out. Nothing
Oh my gosh,
sticks.
there's nothing sticking.
There's nothing in the pan. There's nothing sticking. We're gonna put that on our plate. And Jen's got our Pampered Chef powdered sugar shaker.
Oh, nice.
And we're gonna sprinkle a little powdered sugar. Look how fine that comes out.
Oh my gosh.
And that is our
There you go.
amazing strawberry blondies. We'll come back with another recipe in a little bit.